I was asked a while ago what the Jiddu Krishnamurti Foundation said to me, or how they responded to me when I tried to get in contact with them after I understood Krishnamurti. So I sent them I called them, I sent them emails. I just wanted somebody to understand that I'm really grateful and I understood. I didn't really think too far ahead. I sort of had half a mind, expected Krishnamurti to have some sort of test, catalogue, something prepared for someone to check if they really understood or if they're faking it. Which I think may very well be possible, but I haven't thought about it. Anyway, I basically got like these standard responses from the foundation telling me that, yeah, good on you that you think you understood. And even when I tried to challenge, no, I'm not crazy, I've actually understood and I can help if you want. They sent me videos where Krishnamurti speaks about gurus. So they thought that I am trying to be a guru, which this response to me was the reason for me to not get in contact with them anymore, because either they didn't understand what it meant to understand what Krishnamurti was saying, or they don't believe it's possible to understand what he's saying. So either way, I was not very interested in being involved in the foundation if this is the case. Obviously I've got an open mind about it, but that response, to me, was just, okay, they're not trying to find the next person to do the same thing, or I didn't really want to do that anyway. If the foundation would have gone this person's understood, now this person can do the same, and then be put on a pedestal. I don't because Krishnamurti is now being glorified. So if the next person is put on a pedestal the same, so on a higher level, then it breaks the concept more or less, because it's about peer-to-peer. It needs to be peer-to-peer. Krishnamurti is not your authority. Krishnamurti is your equal. And that is a very, very important part. Because if you think of Krishnamurti as your teacher, he is higher than you. And then you don't have the full authority to look at your own life. And this is not about Krishnamurti, it's about you. So you need to look at your own life. You need to face yourself. You need to accept yourself for who you actually are. And Krishnamurti is just telling you to do that on your own terms, in your own, this is about you and your authority, your full independence. So I wanted to avoid this at any cost. So as soon as I didn't get as soon as I got this response from the Krishnamurti Foundation, I was sort of happy about it, because I didn't really want to get involved. I just felt like they should know that I've understood. In case they want anything, they can contact me, which they won't, because I'm pretty sure they just thought I was crazy. So I did it more or less out of due diligence towards Krishnamurti, because it is his foundation. But I understood, I went and looked at what people were saying in Facebook, because to me it's a massive surprise that nobody understands. A huge surprise. So it was confusing to me why there's all these Facebook groups and what are they talking about. And there was two things that I noticed straight away. Number one, of course, Krishnamurti can be in the present moment all the time, because he's a rich person, or they're cooking for him. He doesn't have to go to work. So that was the first thing that I noticed, and straight away I knew, well, I work, I'm a normal person, I'm not rich, I never have been. I've been poorer most of my life than I have been, that I've ever had enough money just to buy stuff for fun. And the second thing was, it's so theoretical. And I can't, how you're supposed to understand this practically if it's so theoretical. and I used to study chemistry, and I had the same issue. Every time something was too theoretical, I didn't understand what they're talking about. I needed an example. So I'd always ask in university, I'd go like, could you please explain this with an example? And as soon as I have pictures, as soon as I have some sort of movie where I can visualize, then I'm way more likely to understand. So I always, when I used to tutor kids as well, I always gave practical examples because it's way easier to understand. As soon as you have a picture, it's easy. So after the Krishnamurti Foundation wasn't very forthcoming towards me, I then realized, okay, practical and real life person. So hence my YouTube videos. So when I first started, I didn't really think I was gonna do this as a thing. I was just gonna do 1 or 2 videos, I think. And then I wanted to try and, finish what Krishnamurti sort of started. So if there's any confusion, maybe I can clear it up. And I can give you a practical and I can give you a real life human being. And maybe together it'll be then a more complete picture. And hopefully the next person is gonna add their flavor, and then there's gonna be more and more pictures. So, like, to me, there's already quite a few pictures showing in the same direction. So I don't know this for sure, obviously, but like I assume that Jesus was talking about the same. Buddha, quite clearly, like there's obviously been a few attempts and they're all talking about the same. So if you take all these pictures, surely more and more people will understand. So there's going to be more people. This is going to be forever and ever. As soon as you find this love and joy and peace and happiness, there's no, it's like an overflowing amount of love. So you really want to share it. It makes complete sense. It's like walking down the street and smiling at someone when they're coming towards you. Like, you don't get it. Like, it's just, if you're so happy, you want to smile and you want to make the other person feel your joy. And hence the videos. So, yeah, thank you very much for listening, and talk to you soon. One love.